If an app promised to grant your deepest wish, you would probably be tempted to try it. But to use the Girigo app, you have to hand over some highly specific collateral. You have to record a video stating your full name, your exact birth date, and your specific desire. Once that video is submitted and your wish actually comes true, the clock starts. A rigid 24-hour countdown locks onto your screen. When that timer reaches 0, the transaction is complete. The price for your wish is your life, and the app always collects. The app preys entirely on basic human impulse. Take early victim Hyunwook. He didn't ask for $1 million or world peace. He just wanted a perfect score on a math test. He traded his life for an A because he didn't read the terms and conditions. Girigo is a predatory architecture. It baits users with instant gratification, only to secure their eventual execution. It's a survival mechanic. If a second user makes a wish, the first user's countdown is frozen in place, transferring the burden. This turns desperate victims into predators, forced to manipulate friends, like Hyunwoo and Nari, into downloading the app. Nari takes it a step further. Out of pure anger and jealousy, she uses her wish to ask for the deaths of her tormentors. These negative emotions act as an accelerant, tightening the curse's grip on the entire social circle. By weaponizing human self-preservation, this forced chain letter mechanic guarantees that the curse always has a fresh host to consume. As the 24-hour clock ticks down, the Girigo app initiates a relentless psychological siege to guarantee the user's demise. Unseen spirits hijack the victim's devices, sending fake, cruel text messages from loved ones, and projecting terrifying physical hallucinations designed specifically around the user's deepest personal insecurities. To understand how this digital virus works, we have to look at its source code. The app began years earlier as a completely innocent school coding project created by two friends, Siwon and Hae-ryung. The project fractured when Siwon betrayed that friendship. She leaked a highly humiliating video of Hae-ryung to the entire school, weaponizing their own digital creation against her. Driven to despair, Hae-ryung retaliated. She used ancient Korean shamanic rituals, involving fresh blood, white silk thread, and voodoo dolls, to place a death curse on Siwon, right before taking her own life. Digital humiliation combined with ancient ritual turned a high school project into a self-replicating supernatural virus. But Hae-ryung isn't the one driving the current body count. Before succumbing to the curse herself, Siwon pulled out the app and made one final dying wish, that the suffering would loop endlessly. By making that wish, Siwon's vengeful spirit became the permanent engine of the Girigo app, trapping all future users inside her own cycle of revenge. Every curse requires a physical anchor, known as a mayhang. The active mayhang tying these spirits to the digital world is Siwon's original blood-stained phone. To deploy a shamanic antivirus, the survivors have to locate and physically destroy that original phone. Because the device resides entirely within the spirit realm, they need individuals sensitive to the supernatural, like the shaman Hassal, to guide them across the veil. To defeat a self-replicating digital curse, you have to abandon modern technology entirely and rely on ancient, analog shamanic warfare. The fight crosses over into the spirit realm, where Seiya and the shamans attempt to hunt down Siwon's phone, to crash the server once and for all. They are intercepted by their friend. Nari, possessed by Siwon's red thread and consumed entirely by lingering jealousy, violently attacks the survivor group. Backed into a corner with no other options, Seiya is forced to kill her possessed friend in self-defense, just to reach the objective. Seiya finally locates Siwon's phone and drives a divine arrow straight through the screen. The connection shatters, the server goes offline, and the remaining students are freed. By destroying the mayhang, the active link to the living is severed. It proves that even a supernatural digital network has a vulnerable physical mainframe. But a mid-credits twist shatters that victory. Back in the real world, Hyunwook's friend Min-soo is being guided through an empty school by a mysterious Discord user, leading him directly to Nari's abandoned phone. The user directing him goes by the ID 050201, which happens to be Siwon's exact birth date. When Min-soo unlocked the device, the Girigo app is sitting right there on the home screen, fully active. Nari's death in the spirit realm provided the exact fuel the system needs. Because she died a violent death while filled with resentment toward her friends, she satisfied the app's fundamental requirement. Her leftover phone has now been formatted as the new Mayhang. It acts as an automatic backup server, allowing the curse to seamlessly resume operations. As long as basic human greed and physical smart devices exist, the malware cannot be permanently deleted. It simply transfers to new hardware, waiting for the next user to hit download.